everyone. Hello, hello. I want to come on here and talk about being intentional and how important it is in your life. And you guys have probably been hearing this, that I am feeling a shift. I'm feeling a shift in the world. And today has much lighter energy. If you're watching, I would love for you to say hi. If you're watching the replay, I would love for you to say replay. I love when people comment on my stuff. I love when people share my stuff. Sharing is caring. I'll always be like, sharing to Journey. I'll be like, sharing is, and then she'll be like, caring. Your whole goal in life is just to build better human beings. That's my goal, is that I can build Journey and she's better than I am. And I think she will be. She already is. And she's just so spectacular. Last week we had a road trip, our first real road trip. We went to Ottawa, and some of my favorite people live in Ottawa because I lived in Ottawa. I went to college in Ottawa. And just usually I go by myself, but Journey's at a certain age that now it's easier to travel with her. She was so awesome. I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, at Anecdotes, Anickdotes, but I share all of my stories on there, and she's just so fun. She's just so fun. We went to a water park. It was just amazing. It was about being intentional. My trip was intentional. I booked the trip. It was just all about being intentional. And what's interesting is that what brought me to Ottawa was trauma. And I know we're talking about being intentional, but I think this is something really good to talk about. Is so many of us are just afraid of trauma. We're afraid to face trauma. We get really angry, and I totally understand. There's the whole everything that comes with trauma, all the different layers. But what's interesting is that it was trauma. It was the death of one of my close friends, close Sensi sisters. Her father passed away. And that's what brought me to Ottawa. And it's really remarkable. Her name's Amy. She's just so inspiring. And like how much beauty this trauma has created in her life. And she'll have to share that. But that's what brought me there. It was the fact that I want to spend time with her. That's what brought me there. Hey, Danny. And I just want to spend some time with her, show her that I care about her, because I do. And I want to be intentional about that. And so we decided to go to a water park. I went to a fair. We did a lot of things. We went to this little park, and it was just all about being present and having great conversations with people that you love. And hey, Amanda. And that's what life is all about. So when I'm there, I stay over at a couple people's houses. And I stayed over at my friend Kim and Kobe's. And I just love having these really deep conversations, okay? I just love having deep conversations. Probably my favorite thing in the whole wide world is having a deep conversation. Like, have we ever had a deep conversation? I would love for you to say yes. We have had a deep conversation. And I love those conversations. Sometimes I'll meet someone and have super deep conversation, and I feel like we're going to be best friends forever. But best friends for me doesn't mean I'm going to talk to you every day. It's just like you now hold a really special part in my life. But I realize that it's not really necessarily the same thing for other people. So in today's life, we're so constantly distracted all the time, and it's really hard to do the things that you want because we're constantly distracted. And I truly believe that we don't need to work that hard in life. We don't. We don't. Of course we got to work hard, but there's a lot more that's happening in our brain and on our energy field than the actual act of working. For example, a lot of you who are watching, because this is live in my Sensi group, are entrepreneurs. Many watch me are entrepreneurs. And one of the things, so many people follow up, do samples, book parties, and just do all the things. But I'm here to tell you that if you're just intentional, that you can really attract the success that you never really thought could happen. Because one of the most important thing is to actually believe in your goal and actually believe in yourself. So many times you're like constantly just like your brain just and then your days and everything's like what the world has no clue what to give you. The creator God has no clue what to give you because you're not even clear with what you want in life. You're not even clear of what your goals are. What is your goal today? What is your goal right now? So this is really, really important. Every morning I wake up, every morning. I try to. This morning I did, and it felt so good to wake up early and journal and write all of the things and being intentional. And I was just reminded how we need to be reminded to be intentional. If you're an entrepreneur, what is your goal? What is your goal? What do you want in life? You know, even if you're not an entrepreneur, what is your goal? Do you think about this? Do you think about what's your purpose in life? I know so many people don't think about your purpose. Hey, I got some people from Twitch watching me. What's up? Feel free to share. I don't know if you can share or give me likes or something. um, but seriously, so many people just go in their daily life, go to 9 to 5 jobs, and just do things, just do the motions, and then all of a sudden someone will be like, "Hey, you should like join Sensi," and they're like, "Okay, yeah, I'll do that." And they join Sensi, and then they move on to da. There's just like there's no intention, and I think there's just so much power in being intentional. And what does intentional mean? Putting your attention on something. Is that what that means? Hey Siri, what is the definition of intentional?
Intentional means done on purpose, deliberate.
Yes. Okay, that's why we're going. Thank you, Siri. Doing something on purpose. So, when I wake up in the morning, I write down what I want to do today. But sometimes my list is really long, and I need, at the same time, give myself some grace. Like, Anik, if you don't get to accomplish all of this, it's okay. It's okay. So, I found 10 ways for you to be intentional today, every day. Okay. One of the things we should be intentional about is the media that we are constantly watching. Be intentional with the music that you're listening to, how often you're on your phone. This is going to stop your goal. Like, stop watching other people attain their goals. You build your goals, you do your life. Stop watching other people live their life. Choose to be kind. Be intentional about that. That today I'm going to choose to be kind. Choose to live life with joy. Follow joy. Sometimes people don't know what to do. There's like a situation in your life and you just don't know what to do. And my answer is always follow joy. Whatever brings you most joy. Ask why before you buy. And is this something you really need? Like if you just take 1 minute to be intentional, it kind of helps you stay grounded and it will help you make better decisions. Practice active listening. That's something that I've been working on because I'm not that great of a listener. I'm actually trying to listen in life in general. Like, what is the life? What is the universe? What is the creator? What is our Heavenly Father? What is He trying to tell me? I'm trying to listen. I'm trying to see everything as a big picture, and I'm trying to listen like that. Make time for self reflection. Do you ever give yourself time to breathe? Do you ever focus on intentionally breathing? So, a breath that I've been doing is like I'm imagining breath coming from my crown chakra all the way from infinity. And it's this circular light. I don't know why. It's a circular white light. And it's going through me, through all my chakras. It's aligning all my chakras all the way to my root. And then it goes right into the ground and it grounds me. So I breathe in. And then I exhale, and that energy does the opposite. Comes from the ground and exhale and goes through my crown chakra and exhale. So I go, and I hold it, and then I exhale. And that breath has helped me stay grounded. It helps me stay focused. It's helping me be still and be and present. These are all things that we need to be intentional about. Do something that you can be proud of. Maybe just make your bed. Doesn't need to be something crazy. And question your have to do's. So if you make a list like myself and it's a big long list, like, is it really necessary? Do you have to get all that stuff? And prioritize rest and self care. So many of us are running, 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 and we don't even know what we're doing. We're constantly going. And if you're like me and you're a doer and you go, 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 and you want to create life because you have childhood trauma and the people around you just like weren't really there, I helped. I taught myself how to ride a bicycle because everyone was always busy around me. And I was the youngest of two boys, and my parents were both busy, both working. And I taught myself how to ride a bicycle. I got them to take off my training wheels, and I went by myself on the street and I learned how. And that has been this trauma of mine because now I'm like, oh, if I want to do something, I got to do it myself. So many great things have happened through that experience, but at the same time, that could be a bit dangerous because I'm constantly doing, and I'm missing out on all this beauty that's around. Well, Lexi, you are so sweet. Yes, I want you to rock the day and know when it's time to let go. Most of the time, we're just going with the motions, always just going with motions. Be intentional. You know what? Right now, I am doing a video. And then after this, because lucky me, I'm blessed with a great life and I'm my own boss. If ever anybody's looking, um, anyway, I'm my own boss. And these are the benefits of being self employed, guys, and having your own thing, like working for the man's just not my thing. And we are meant for greater, better things. So many of my Sensi sisters are watching, and we're all like, why aren't you joining Sensi? It is the time to join Sensi. Is right now. There's an amazing join special. So if you know a Sensi consultant that's in our family, because we have the best family ever, because you want to join, when you're starting a business, that's scary. It's scary when you're starting a business. Is there's so many unknowns. You want to join a family where there's support and where there's love. You want to join a community. And that's one thing that Sensi as a whole is really great as. They have created the best culture ever. But I've seen so many consultants just join and learn and do all the things, but they don't truly believe. They're not really intentional about their self-growth. And I think that that's really important for us to take a minute, step back, and look and be like, hey, I deserve success. I deserve extra money. I deserve some free trips. I deserve love. Because you do. We all do. But for some reason, we live in a society that keeps telling us that we need more, that we aren't enough, that we're worthless, that you need this, 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 this. And that's why it's just so important to know and be intentional with your self help, your growth, your personal growth. And that's one of the things I love about owning your own business. You really learn who you are. You really grow as a human being. It is so awesome because you get really uncomfortable. You can't grow when you're comfortable. You only grow when there's uncomfortableness. You only grow when things that you don't really like happen, because that's when you could learn patience. That's when you can learn compassion. That's when you can learn, to regroup yourself. That's when you're like, oh my gosh, I don't really like how my life is right now. I'm going to shift. I'm going to pivot. I'm going to go in a different direction. So, starting your own business to me is probably the best thing you could do. Plus, you pay way less taxes. Way less taxes, you know? So, I want to have a really productive day. I semi had a productive day, and now I'm going to go on a hike because I can, because I'm my own boss. And, there's lots of heavy energy and it's time to be with nature. So I hope I can inspire you today to be more intentional and go to bed and write down the things that you need to do tomorrow. And write down before you go to bed how your day was and how could you have improved your day? Because if you can improve yourself by 1% every single day, In 100 days, that's 100% improvement. Isn't that the goal? For us to just constantly improve ourselves? I know it's the goal for me. I'm constantly evolving. I'm constantly wanting to be better. And we all have the same opportunities every single day. Is that true, Nick? No. But we all have the same choice to view the world in a positive way, to be a positive influence on the world, to want to grow and learn, to do our inner work, to be intentional. We all have that choice to be intentional. So Janine says, it's true. This business has literally helped me come out of my introverted shell. And I'm now working on my anxiety issues. I doubt I'd have even admitted I had issues without Sensi. I'm telling you, such a great world, the Sensi world. It just shifts people, it transforms people. And I'm so blessed to have it in my life. My mom is calling me, but I am done this call. And I hope to see you guys again. I love you all so much. Let's be intentional. Let's have a great day today. Let's write down tonight, like what could we have? I know what I could have done. I spend a little bit too much time on Instagram. I went on TikTok. I got sucked into the TikTok tornado world. I spent too much time on Tinder, just like meaningless stuff for my brain. That doesn't help me grow. That doesn't help me become a better person. Like life is happening around me. I need to be within life. I need to focus my energy on my business. That's one of my biggest focus right now is my business and my customers. And it's the fall season. It is the best season ever. It's just jam packed. So we need to change our focus. And that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. And I like sharing that because it keeps me accountable. It keeps me accountable. I love you guys so much. Tomorrow is going to be a great day. Okay. But tomorrow's not here. But I'm going to wake up again tomorrow at 5 a.m. and I'm going to journal and I'm going to be intentional and we're going to have a great day. It's just going to be a great week, guys. All right. It's just a great life. I'm having a great life. I hope you're having a great life. I love you all so much. Take care.